I want to share why this exhibition and its study day has been so inspiring to me in the way it's connected artists with the work of the National Park. I grew up in North Yorkshire. 10 years in Sandsend, beachcombing and hunting for fossils, and 10 years on a farm in Spaunton. Hearing grouse and curlews and finding special caterpillars on the moors are the sort of early memory that never goes away. Mum was an artist and my eldest sister's a potter, so the combination of art and making and nature were around me from the very beginning. I discovered textiles on foundation at Scarborough and went on to study at Farnham, producing a collection of fabrics that combined print with pleat. I started off making scarves for Liberty and Harvey Nichols, and then the iconic fashion designer Jean Muir commissioned pleated fascinators to go with her little black dresses. That was my way into millinery, and for the next 20 years I made collections for designers and department stores from Saks Fifth Avenue, New York to Mitsukoshi in Tokyo. It's taken me time to transform from fashion to art, and often it took a commission and a deadline to make that leap. Make a handbag inspired by a plant. This was made for an exhibition at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. And make a tea cosy in the style of your millinery. This was made for the Mad for Tea exhibition at Fortnum & Mason's in 2015. I'm describing these past experiences because they're so present in the work I make now. My artworks grow out of the creative compost of my life as a maker, with techniques and materials I've accumulated constantly transforming and cross-pollinating. Making has its own evolution and taxonomy. You can trace the evidence of my past in my work, but only when you know how and where to look. Dyeing techniques of ikat weaving make a dragonfly. A nest made in the way you'd shape a hat. The lightness and flow of millinery used to make an insect sculpture. What can art and making bring to our understanding of nature? I've noticed that delicate, intricate making can get people leaning in close to some less popular aspects, like a dead fly or a tangle of worms. But this hedgerow project, with its study day, has really brought home to me what a deeper understanding of nature can bring to art. 9 artists came on the study day, inspired by a gallery with the National Park ecologist and agricultural advisor. We visited farms in Glaisdale and Lealholme, talking with the farmers and learning how the history of the people and this environment can be traced to the plants we spotted. I've not had the chance to begin a project by spending time with knowledgeable people in the natural environment before, and this was such an informative, immersive way to learn. It really transformed what I ended up making. I was captivated by the growth rhythms of cut and lay hedging, and this is my suggestion of it. It's fallen plane tree branches, no trees were harmed in this project. I was also very struck by the definition of a hedgerow, including the spread into the field, and I started a population of flora and fauna that might inhabit that change between woodland and pasture. But of course, making has its own possibilities and restrictions. This is part of a survey of hedgerow plants that's underway, organised by the National Park ecologists. The X's are the plants that have been spotted so far, and the word made indicates the very few plants that fitted the criteria for my installation. Describable in wire that's only a foot long and not too heavy at the flower end. Populating the branches with the flora and fauna took lots of drilling with tiny drill bits, and I had to keep stopping to make more plants. Last count, there were 200 blades of grass, 40 bits of clover, 9 vetches, 3 chaffinches, but that's another survey. It's wonderful to be part of this exhibition with 9 artists' different views of hedgerows. But to be able to share our artistic interpretations and discoveries with the farmers and the ecologists and the agricultural advisors is a particularly rare opportunity. So often these different sectors run in parallel and don't get the chance to really see into each other's worlds and find the new perspectives that can bring.